Why does God allow homelessness to exist? It's a question that has been posed by many, a profound query that tugs at the heartstrings and prompts a deep, introspective journey. Let's delve into this conundrum from a faith perspective, exploring the narratives of three distinct individuals: Jacob, Samuel, and Rebekah. Picture Jacob, a humble man who found himself without a roof over his head after a tragic fire. His life, once filled with stability, now lay in ruins. He grappled with the question, why would God permit such a hardship? Turning to prayer and reflection, he sought solace and understanding. His answer came in the form of a compassionate young girl named Sarah, who offered him food and shelter. Through their conversations, Jacob discovered the power of compassion and the importance of courage in times of adversity. He found solace in Matthew 25, 35, 40, and Proverbs 31, 8, 9, realizing that God may allow homelessness not as a punishment, but as an opportunity for individuals to demonstrate kindness and strength. Now let's visit Samuel, a wealthy merchant known for his compassion towards those without homes. Despite his riches, Samuel spent his days providing for the homeless. One day, a young beggar named Elijah asked Samuel the very question we're discussing. Samuel, reflecting on Matthew 25, 35, 40, explained that in helping those in need, they are truly serving God. Through their actions, Samuel and Elijah embodied the valiant spirit described in the scriptures, standing as beacons of light in a world filled with darkness. Finally, we meet Rebekah, a woman who had experienced homelessness herself. Despite her trials, Rebekah found solace in Isaiah 58, 7, which speaks of sharing with the hungry and providing shelter for the wanderer. She believed God allowed homelessness as a test of compassion and empathy. Alongside a group of valiant volunteers, Rebekah set up a community shelter and soup kitchen, offering support, spiritual guidance, and emotional care to those in need. In the face of adversity, the stories of Jacob, Samuel, and Rebekah remind us of the power of compassion and valiance. Their journeys, though marked by hardships, illuminate the path of faith, teaching us that through our actions, we can find purpose, unity, and a deep connection to the divine that transcends material wealth. Jacob, a man who had lost everything, found himself homeless. This humble man, left without a roof over his head due to a devastating fire, found himself grappling with a profound question. Why had God allowed this hardship to befall him? In his quest for understanding, Jacob turned to prayer and introspection. His days were spent wandering the streets, his nights consumed by silent reflections. Yet even in his solitude, he was not alone. A beacon of kindness appeared in the form of a young girl named Sarah. Despite her own humble circumstances, she extended a hand of compassion, offering Jacob both food and shelter. Their shared meals soon turned into shared conversations, and through these exchanges, Jacob began to perceive the world through a new lens. Sarah radiated an aura of compassion and strength even in the face of adversity, and it was this spirit of valiance that struck a chord within Jacob. As he reflected on their interactions, the words from the scriptures started to resonate in his mind. The verses from Matthew 25, 35, 40 echoed Sarah's actions. For I was hungry and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty and you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger and you invited me in. Similarly, Proverbs 31, 8, 9 spoke directly to Jacob's heart. Speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves, for the rights of all who are destitute. Speak up and judge fairly. Defend the rights of the poor and needy. In his darkest moments, Jacob found illumination. He realized that God's allowance of homelessness was not a punishment, but an opportunity for individuals to display their compassion and strength. It was a divine call to action, a test of humanity's capacity to extend a helping hand to those in need. With this newfound understanding, Jacob discovered a renewed sense of faith and purpose. His journey led him to serve others, embodying the spirit of valiance and compassion that the scriptures encouraged. The man, once homeless, now stood as a beacon of hope, his life a testament to the transformative power of compassion and faith. Jacob found renewed faith and purpose in serving others, embodying the valiance and compassion encouraged in the scriptures. Samuel, a wealthy merchant, was known for his generosity towards the homeless. In a world often blinded by the glitter of gold, Samuel was a beacon of light, sharing his riches not with the opulent, but with the destitute and forsaken. Samuel's wealth was not confined to his overflowing coffers. His true wealth lay in his heart, a heart filled with compassion and kindness. He spent his days not in the comfort of his mansion, but in the humble shelters that provided refuge to those without homes. One day, as he was distributing food and clothing at a shelter, A young beggar named Elijah approached him. With curiosity lighting up his eyes, Elijah asked Samuel a question that had been gnawing at his heart. "Why does God allow homelessness to exist?" he asked. Samuel pondered this question, a thoughtful expression casting a shadow over his face. Finally, he shared with Elijah a verse from Matthew, "For I was hungry, and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty, and you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger, and you invited me in." He explained to Elijah that in helping those in need, they were truly serving God. As they worked side by side, feeding the hungry and clothing the naked, they became living embodiments of the scripture. They were no longer a wealthy merchant and a beggar, but two souls united in their purpose to alleviate suffering and bring comfort to those in need. Their hands, hardened by the work, became instruments of love, their actions a testament to their faith. Their hearts, once separated by the chasm of societal differences, were now bound by a shared understanding of the divine. Their story is a testament to the transformative power of compassion and kindness. It is a reminder that true wealth lies not in material possessions, but in the love we share and the lives we touch. Through their actions, Samuel and Elijah found purpose, unity, and a deep connection to the divine. Their story continues to inspire us, reminding us that in serving others we are truly serving God. Rebecca, having experienced homelessness herself, remained steadfast in her faith. In a small village amidst a life of uncertainties and hardships, there was a woman named Rebecca. She had felt the sting of homelessness, the harsh winds of reality had brushed against her face, yet her faith remained unflinching. Rebecca was a testament to the resilience of the human spirit. She was a symbol of courage, a beacon of hope. Despite the adversities she faced, she never wavered, never faltered. Her faith was her fortress, her belief, her shield. She found solace in the words of Isaiah, "Share your bread with the hungry, and bring the homeless poor into your house." In the face of despair, Rebecca found hope. In the face of hardship, she found strength. She saw homelessness not as a punishment, but as a test of compassion and empathy. She understood that God allowed such adversities to exist as a challenge for individuals to extend their hands and hearts to those less fortunate. Inspired by these words, Rebecca devoted her time and energy to helping others in similar situations. She believed that in helping those in need, she was serving God, and that every act of kindness, no matter how small, was a testament to her faith. Rebecca, along with a group of valiant volunteers, established a community shelter and soup kitchen. They offered more than just a roof over the heads and food on the table. They offered spiritual guidance, emotional care, and most importantly, they offered hope. Every day, they worked tirelessly to turn despair into hope, darkness into light, and suffering into joy. They were beacons of light, radiating the love and grace of God. They turned a place of despair into a sanctuary of hope, a beacon of unity for all who sought refuge there. Through their efforts they radiated the love and grace of God, turning a place of despair into a beacon of hope. They showed that with faith, compassion, and valiance, one can rise above any adversity, and in doing so, become a beacon of hope for others. These stories of compassion and valiance inspire us to act. Just as Jacob discovered the transformative power of kindness amidst adversity, so too can we find strength and purpose in serving others. His journey reminds us of the scripture in Matthew 25, 35, 40, which emphasizes the importance of providing for those in need. It's not a punishment, but an opportunity to show our humanity. In the world of Samuel, a wealthy merchant who could have been indifferent to the plight of the homeless, we see the embodiment of generosity. He taught us that in serving the needy, we are indeed serving God. His actions echo the verse from Proverbs 31, 8, 9, urging us to defend the rights of the poor and needy. It's a call to action, a call to be valiant, to be that beacon of light in a world that can sometimes be dark. Then, there's Rebecca, a woman of steadfast faith who turned her own experience of homelessness into a mission of compassion. She found solace in Isaiah 58:7, which speaks to the heart of the matter, to share our bread with the hungry, to provide shelter for those who have none. It's a test of our empathy, a test of our willingness to extend our hand to those in need. Each of these stories, Jacob's, Samuel's, and Rebecca's, are lessons of compassion, of valiance, of unity. They inspire us to act, to make a difference in our own way. And so, we turn to you. Homelessness is not a distant issue, it's here, it's real, and it's something that we can do something about. We can be like Jacob, finding strength in adversity. We can be like Samuel, using our resources to help those in need. We can be like Rebecca, turning our own experiences into a lifeline for others. We kindly ask for your support by making a $1 donation towards our cause through jehovahsaint.com. Together, we can make a difference.